back to my channel. Hope we're all having an amazing day. So this video is a bit of a different one. It's a sit down makeup sit and chat with me, because I've had a lot of requests on TikTok of doing like a full makeup routine, which I've never done before, because honestly my makeup's not interesting. I don't have like Charlotte Tilbury and all them big brands. Mine is probably the most affordable makeup routine ever. Like, I've been using the same brands for years, but I thought I'd also do an engagement story and how I got engaged. If you've not seen on TikTok, my ring keeps going the wrong way. If you've not seen on TikTok, I am engaged and a future Mr. and Mrs. is on the way. But yeah, let's get into the video. I've just clipped my hair back because there's nothing more irritating than getting that one line of hair that you can never get rid of when you're doing your makeup. It's the most irritating thing. It's like a wet dressing gown sleeve. Like, I hate it. But before I do my makeup, I always start with skincare, because I'm not a makeup girly, but if you want your makeup to look good, you need good skincare, because it's literally the base underneath your makeup. Like, you need good skincare for the makeup to go right. So the moisturiser I use is the Ordinary moisturiser. It's like the best moisturiser because it's not too greasy. It just settles in your skin and makes you look like really glowy and hydrated. Then with that I use the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. I'm not gonna lie, when I first got this I was like, is this not worth it? But it is 100% worth it, because look at my skin. I very rarely get breakouts. Now I'm filming this on the wrong day because I have got some breakouts and scarring, because it's that time of the month. So this is why that's here, not because of this. But these two together literally work like a dream, and it's literally the only skincare that I use. Like, I am not one of them girls that's 400 different products of skincare, just these two. And then I also always use a lip mask before I do my makeup, just to because your lips need hydrating too. So I use the P. Louise Don't Sleep On Me. Why did I say don't sleep on me? Don't sleep on me lip mask. This is also really good, but let's get into the makeup. Like I said, this is probably going to be the most relatable makeup routine that you're ever going to find on this platform. So I've never switched out. None of it's expensive, it's all affordable and it works. So I don't really see the point in going spending £50 on a foundation when I can go and get something else with that. I can go and get about 7 baby outfits with that. Do you know what I mean? So first thing that I always do is use eyebrow gel on my eyebrows, because I basically have no eyebrows. Like, I have eyebrows, but they're just meh. Like, they don't do anything, they just sit there. So I always use this to give them a little bit of shape. This one is the By Caitlin collection. I got it from TikTok shop and it is so good. Like, this, like, you can see how it's working already. Like, it's literally pulling my hairs down and leaving them there. They will not move all day. I do have work after this. I am doing a Wicked themed birthday party, so this is the makeup that I'm going with. So it kind of needs to sit down because there's going to be a lot of dancing, it's going to be sweaty and a lot of movement, so I need my brows to be down. Also, I thought I'd just talk about the big elephant in the room, why I was doing makeup, so it just weren't like a normal makeup tutorial, because I'm not a makeup girl. I don't have all the makeup terms, so it will be literally pointless to watch this if there isn't a story behind it. And the big elephant in the room, it's not even on right. I am engaged. How crazy is that? But the crazy story, which is why I want to do this, is because one, I thought he was cheating on me, no joke. I thought like we was over. Two, I posted a TikTok the day before, like a trend, and it was like how long we've been together in months and like what's happened since then. And everyone was like, girl, where's the ring? And I weren't going on it, but I was joking. I was like, see, everyone on TikTok thinks we should have a ring. It's like, where's the ring? Like, where is it? Obviously just joking. And then literally that night he proposed, which is just crazy because he didn't do it because of TikTok comments, because he already had it planned. But we'll get into the full story of that in a minute. So now that I look crazy, I'm going to go in with the P. Louise Also Browtiful Eyebrow Gel. This I got in a bundle with like the eyebrow pencil, the gel, and something else was in there. I'm not going to lie, I didn't really like the P. Louise eyebrow gel that this came with, hence why it's not here. But this I absolutely love. I like to dab it on the end of a brow brush because I don't like to use the applicator, because I don't know how I would possibly use the applicator and it not look like I've got really bushy eyebrows. I'm also using this little mirror because I know I've got a big mirror behind me, but this looks a lot better than that angle. But anyway, so yeah, engagement story. So me and Kieran have been together for 10 years this December, and for the past like year I've been saying to him, do you want to get engaged? Like, is that something that you want? Because we've always dreamed of it since we like being young. And he was like, no, I don't really want to, I don't see the point. And obviously he was already planning that we was going to be engaged, but I didn't know. And thinking back now, there's so many signs, and I should have clocked on, but I just didn't. Me talking when I look like this is absolutely crazy. But I just didn't clock on. Like, I was talking to all the friends and they would like whirlwind. So yeah, so we was talking for a while and I was like, do you ever think you want to get engaged? Like, it's the next step, like we have a baby, we have a house, and we're happy. Like, is it something that you'd want to do? And he was like, no, not really. It's not something that I see the point of, because like it's a lot of money just to prove that you love someone, even though like we're already together and we already love each other. Why do you need a piece of paper? That was his thing. So then I was like, yeah, okay. And then over like the past weeks and months, I just kept sending him like wedding TikToks, like, this is what your baby would look like walking down the aisle. Do you know, like just girly things when you just repost wedding stuff? And I'm surprised Kieran didn't slip up, because the amount of times I started a conversation about a wedding, like, oh, what ring would you pick? Oh, what dress would you pick? Do you know them things on TikTok where it's like, do you know him best? Do you know her best? And then I'd pick a dress and he'd pick the exact same one. And then the ring, he'd pick the same one. I was like, see, we should get married. And I was doing jokes. Like, we went to the cinema the other day and we went into TK Maxx and there was a candle. I said, smell that. And it said like, marry me on the candle. So like, you've got to propose to me now. And he was laughing. So I was like, I'm just going to keep making this a joke until I actually get my ring. Let me just finish with this other eyebrow, because I can't look at myself like this. So now that we look scary because you just got big, thick eyebrows and just Edward Cullen pale skin, I'm going to go in with primer. So I've been using the Pore Professional Primer. Now I got this in a gift set for Christmas. Kieran got me like this birthday. It's not coming out the tube. Kieran got me this set from Benefit for my birthday. And I don't know if this primer actually does anything, I'm not going to lie. But I feel like primer you're supposed to put on. So I just kind of put it on. I do see a difference. Like, you can see like how it blurs out. But if it's worth it, I don't actually know. I just like putting it in my makeup routine. Anyway, so next I'm going to go in with foundation. This is the W7 Lumina Glow Filter Foundation. So I have not worn foundation for at least like 3 years now. And we went to Trafford Centre the other day and I was just in Superdrug just looking at the makeup. And this really caught my eye. I literally think it was about £4. Like, a whole foundation is literally £4. And I know this looks a bit dark. I have got tan on, but it's fresh tan day. So like my face tan has gone. And I burnt myself. Trigger warning, if you're scared of burns, please don't look. But I basically burnt my hand multiple times, here, and then here again. So I can't put tan there, but I refuse to be pale. So I've just got like a pale line here and here, because I've burnt myself that many times. But anyway, yeah, so it does look a little bit dark, but once all the makeup's on together, it's fine. So we was going on holiday in May, was going to Spain with like a group of our friends, and so his plan was to propose to me there. But I don't know where this got into conversation, but we were just talking about like proposals and how we'd want to get married, and I said I wouldn't want it to be in front of everyone, because my worst nightmare is like in a restaurant and he stands up and goes, will you marry me? Because I'd be like, yeah, but can we go into like the bathroom and do it instead? Because I don't want all these people looking at me. And then I think he clocked, like clogs were turning in his head, and he was like, I really can't do it on holiday, because his plan was for all of the boys to be in suits, the girls, we had like a red theme, so the girls would all be in like a red dress, and he proposed to me in a restaurant or whatever he was doing. He didn't really tell me the plan, because obviously we're not doing it anymore. So I was like, I don't really want to get proposed to, because he was saying, oh, I'd get proposed to like in private, and I was like, same, I'd rather it be like in the house with the baby involved rather than like a big venue. Before I ramble on again, I'm using the Rose and Caramel bronzer. I'm not going to show you this tub because she has been used and it's not very good it's not very nice to see, but I just basically put this all over my face before I do concealer, and I'll tell you why I do that in a minute. I don't know how I'd feel in front of loads of people. Like, I am one of them people where if there's lots of attention on me, I don't like it. Like, on Christmas, I don't like opening presents in front of people, because it gives me like, I don't know, it makes me feel sick. Like, I would not give you the same reaction if I was on my own and I was with a group of people. Like, I need to be on my own for like a good reaction. So then I think he was like, oh, damn, I can't propose to her on holiday. Like, we're going to have to switch it up. So like all of my friends were in on this. My mum, his mum, like parents, that was the only people that knew. So I don't know how nobody slipped up to me, because the amount of times I was talking to like one of my friends, say Robin, and I was like, we've been together nearly 10 years. We went to Trafford Centre. I feel like this story's all over the place. So basically we went to Trafford Centre like a few weeks ago, and we was talking about getting engaged, and I was like, it's embarrassing, like I'm still a girlfriend after 10 years, like nearly 10 years, and I'm getting introduced as this is my girlfriend instead of like, this is my fiance, this is my wife. Like, do you know what I mean? So we was joking around, and like, pat on the back to Robin because she did not say a single thing. I'm just using the Benetton blush, liquid blush. I don't know, but this is my favourite thing in the whole world. Like, the way it blends out just makes it look like you've not put blush on, but it's still there, like it's still peeking through. Like, look how nice that blends in. It's literally my favourite thing in the entire world. If I had to choose one makeup product for the rest of my life, it would be this one, because it's literally the best thing in the whole entire world. But yeah, pat on the back to Robin, because Robin never said anything. She was like, yeah, you should probably get engaged soon, like it has been a very long time. And I was like, see Kieran, everyone thinks we should get engaged but you. Change your proposal date to Valentine's Day, which is so cute, because being engaged and proposed to on Valentine's Day is literally a dream, like the best thing ever. So I said this year that like I don't want to buy each other presents, I don't want like loads of materialistic things. Let's just go out and spend the day together, because we don't need to buy things for Valentine's Day. I just don't understand like people buying each other trainers. Obviously if you want to do that, you do you, but I was just like, we'll just go out and have a meal and drinks. So basically we went into town, and the whole day before, Kieran was being so weird. Like, his phone was always on, like he was not speaking to me, and I was getting ready to do my makeup and he was just like staring at me, and it was like, are you realising how ugly I am? Is this what's going on? I'm just going in with this concealer from Primark. We get the dupe of what it is, you can tell by the packaging. I think this was £2, £53, but it's literally so good and really full coverage. If you're looking for a good concealer, this one from Primark is a really good one. And then this might sound weird, but I blend it in with like a little flat brush rather than a beauty blender, because I don't know, I feel like beauty blenders take the product away and make it look less full coverage, and I want it to be full coverage and look like I am snatched. We went out and my mum came and picked up the baby, and apparently they was giving each other hand signals to be like, go on Kieran, you can do this. I had no clue. Don't know what I was doing in that moment. I think I was just a bit like, why is he being so weird? Like, why is he not speaking to me? Why is he staring at me? And why is he on his phone all of the time? So we got ready, we went out, and I am someone who always locks the doors. Like, I lock everything. I have to go around my house every night and every time before I go out and film that things are off. And he was like, no, I'll do it. And I was like, why? Like, you never lock doors. It's always me. I always lock doors. I always do all the filming to make sure everything's off. And we got downstairs and he didn't lock the door. I thought he'd locked the door. So basically he was in a rush and he was like, come on quick, we need to go. So I was in heels, so I was like, let me get a head start because I cannot walk in these heels. So I basically ran forward and he didn't lock the door. He literally went locked and walked off and gave me the key. So I was like, oh, like he actually did just lock the door. And then we went to Kingspin. We had like food. By the way, the food in Kingspin is so nice. We didn't do any of the games. We kind of just had food and sat down for cocktails because I am a cocktail girl and I love cocktails. So I was like, right, let's just have some cocktails. And then he was like, I don't want to go home yet. So I was like, oh, okay, we'll make the night longer. Like, we'll play some games, we'll go in the arcade or whatever, go for food, just like spend more time out. Because I was thinking, oh, maybe he is okay. Like, he was just, maybe he's had a hard day at work because he's working before. And then like he was on his phone from like, I'd say we finished with the games and we sat down and we ordered 2 more drinks. He was on his phone for at least an hour and it was like ping, 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 ping. Then he put his phone down backwards so you couldn't see his screen. So I made a joke and I was like, I was literally dying inside, but I was trying to sound sarcastic. So I said to him, if someone took a picture of us now from the table, what's the first thing that they would have noticed? And he went, I don't know, you drink. I went, no, your phone upside down. And he started laughing, but like nervously laughing. I was like, who is this boy and what is going on? And it was the fact that it was all of the girls from our group that was messaging him, not the boys. And normally they send pictures, like just pictures back and forward. And I was like, that's a text message, so what's going on, what's being said? And he was like, nothing. I was like, but it is something because like you've been messaging for like 20 minutes. and I just like played it off, and I was just drinking my drinks, got him to take some Instagram pictures for me because I had a cocktail and I need to take a picture with it. And then it got to the point where like he wasn't talking to me and he was just on his phone, and I was getting annoyed. I was like, it's Valentine's Day, I've dressed up, I've done my makeup, I've done my hair, like you're not paying any attention to me whatsoever. This feels like it's a cheating story, but it's not. It's gonna get good in a minute. Next I'm just going in with the Rose Caramel powder bronzer. I like to double up, so I like to do cream bronzer and then powder because I feel like it makes the makeup look better and set better. I don't feel like I'm setting a product with another product, and it just works so much better. But yeah, so I was like, so I snatched his phone off him and I was like, give me your phone, and he snatched it back, and I was like, I'm literally going to cry, what is going on? And then he's like, right, should we go home now? So I was like, oh well, I've just ruined the whole night by snatching his phone, like why have I done that? But in the moment I was like, something is literally going on, what is going on? So we ordered the Uber, we got in the Uber, and he sat facing like the other way. So when you sit like in an Uber this way, he was sat this way with his phone, so I couldn't see what was on his phone. I was like trying to spy vision, looking through the window, and I think he clocked because once it was all over, he was like, you was looking through the window, wasn't you? And I was like, yeah, I was trying to see what he was doing. We got home and he was still on his phone, and then I got like a really sick feeling. So I said to him, I said, my heart's racing and I feel sick. So his head just turned. I think he thought that he'd clocked what was going on. So he turned and he was like, what, why? And I was like, I don't know, I just feel really sick, like my heart's pacing and I don't know why. Then we got closer to home and I could just feel him getting really nervous, and I was like, either the house is on fire or something's going on. I'm just going in with the P. Louise See Colour in Your Darkest Days blush palette. This has been used so much, like this is my favourite blush. We're not going to talk about it, but we're going to go in with the top cream shade, and then I also go in with the same powder shade over the top. But we got closer to home, and then he turned around to me, he went, Faye. I was like, yeah. He was like, I've not locked the door. Now, like I said, I'm a big lock in the door person, and I was going mad. I was like, why have you not locked the door? Like, I told you I'd do it and you've not done it. I thought you did it. And he was like, no. And he was like, I've left this mirror on as well, which to me is a big fire hazard. I was scared I was gonna have no flat. Like, I was scared we was gonna, like, we had no house. So I was like, why have you done that? Like, why did you say you'd do it and then you've not done it, kind of thing? And he was like, I don't know. And he started laughing. I literally said to him, you're not coming in the house, you're sleeping outside. Like, you've not spoke to me all night, you've not done anything that I've asked, like, you're sleeping outside. And he was like laughing. I was like, it's really, really not funny. Like, you know how I am with locking the doors. And then we got out of the Uber, like, onto our street, and we started walking down towards the house. Now, like, a few hours before, someone stole my blue bin, and I don't know why, but like I thought someone was coming to get us, because obviously my window is open and from the street you can see like what's going on in the bedroom, and obviously the room was decorated, and Kieran put me in a headlock and ran me to the door, and I was like, we're either getting kidnapped, he's kidnapping me, or someone is chasing us. And he like shoved me into the door, and I was like, what's going on? Like, why have you just put me into a headlock when I've got heels on and my feet are hurting? Like, what is going on? And he just didn't say anything to me, and he ran upstairs, and I was like, what is going on with this boy? Like, is he okay? Like, I had no words, so I kind of just brushed it off, and I was on my phone walking up the stairs, and we have like a gate at the top of the stairs to stop the baby going down the stairs, and I climbed over it, and he was just stood in the dark in the corner, and I was like, you're gonna literally do something to me. I don't know how much I can say on YouTube, like, kind of thing. So I was like, oh, and then normally I go into the front room because I don't like going straight into the bedroom, and he shoved me into the bedroom, and I was like, no way, you not spoke to me all day and we're going into the bedroom, kind of thing. And I opened, he's like, go in there. So I was like, why? And just go in there. I opened the door. The whole room was decorated with like flower petals, balloons, like stringy things, pictures, candles, and it said, will you marry me? I literally started crying straight away. I was like, oh my god, I thought he was cheating on me and he's proposed to me, like he's planned all this. I felt so bad. Like, I was literally so upset with myself. I was like, why did I think he would ever cheat on me? But that time, like, he was always on his phone. I was like, he's definitely cheating on me. But it was so cute. I'll try and include a video, but like the whole bed was covered in rose petals. It was like, will you marry me on the top, balloons, candles, and then pictures of like every single picture we have from when we was together was laid out all over the bedroom. and like I didn't know what to do. He got down on one knee, which I never thought he would do, and he proposed to me, and I am so happy. Like, I've never been happier these days, like since being engaged. I've been so happy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. You just like, if you've had a baby, that newborn bubble feeling, it's like a newly engaged bubble feeling. And I was so happy. Like, I cried non-stop. I was shaking, and I was just a bit like, because I never thought he would do it, because he told me he'd never do it. I generally thought he would never do it. So that footage is just randomly deleted. But I basically just put on the Revolution, I think it's Velvety Kiss lip liner over my lips just to line them, and I am in love with this lip liner. It just makes the whole makeup look come together. Like, I'm such a pinky red lip liner girl over like a nudie brown. I just think it looks so much better. Really quiet, and he went, like, 2 of our friends are here, so he was like, Holly and Robin are here. So I shut up and I was like, what, where? They was hiding in the kitchen. This is friends fire. They was hiding in the kitchen for 2 hours in the dark because they decorated, and then they couldn't tell when we was coming home, so they sat in the dark on my kitchen floor waiting for us to come home. If that isn't friends, then I don't know what is. Like, that is crazy, and I'm so thankful that they like decorated everything for us, because obviously Kieran couldn't do it because he had to get me out of the house. But after like we met them and they came out, and I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. They had like 2 phones, so the reason we have a video is that they have 2 phones. They had one set up at the door and then one set up at the window, and I'm so thankful for that, because I've never thought of having like a video of being engaged, but having it is so much more special. The baby had a t-shirt printed that said, "Mummy, will you marry my daddy?" which is, well, it will literally make me cry again. Like, that is so cute. But my mum had it, and she fell asleep before obviously we came home, because we came home later than expected. So I had a video of her walking down with a rose with the t-shirt on, which honestly I feel like I'm gonna cry again, because it just got me. And then like, I was really good at holding it all together, because obviously Robin and Holly was here, so I didn't want to like burst out crying. So I kind of like walked back into the bedroom, and then the pictures that I explained earlier, the 3 pictures on the bed was permission off my dad, which as a girl is a really big thing to have, like permission off your dad. Obviously his mum and dad, and then my mum all in a picture, so I've got them like forever, and I've got a photo album book up there with all of the pictures and stuff in. But like, I am actually engaged now, which is crazy. We've started planning the engagement party. It is so expensive, like, oh my goodness, like, it's way more expensive than I thought it would be. The quotes that you get because it's got engagement party at the front, or like wedding party at the front, is crazy. I've had a lot of questions of when we're going to get married. Now, I am someone that wants to soak in this feeling for like a very long time, so I don't plan on getting married anytime soon. I kind of just want to be engaged and enjoy that, and then be married years later, if that makes sense. But yeah, so we've got the engagement party coming, which is going to be so much fun footage, because I need to pick out my dress. We've picked the venue, and there's just going to be so much fun content coming up. But let me finish with makeup, because I feel like I've just rambled on and I look half finished. So in the centre of my lips, I use the Sweet One shade Truffle just to make it a little bit more nude, because I feel like all red and pink doesn't look as good as like blending it in with this nude colour. Now for my eyes, I used to be like a really big like full Russian lash girl, and I don't know, I just don't like that look on me anymore. So I use these cluster lashes. These I actually got from TikTok shop as well. This is all the lashes together, and I use, you can tell which ones I use, but I put mascara on and then use these like on the end of my lashes to make them look more fuller, but not like a full lash look. And then I go in with the Made by Mitchell Lash Lacquer Mascara, just to blend the 2 lashes together. This is also the brown shade, so it looks a lot more natural than the black mascara. And then I also go in with the Glow For It Lash Growth Mascara as well, just to make it match the lashes, because otherwise it looks like this and it just doesn't look right. So last 2 steps of my makeup routine is freckles. Now, since I seen Leah Holton do this like years ago, I've never been able to not do this. So I get the Made by Caitlin collection brow perfecting pencil, and I just add one here and where I already have a freckle. I add one here, kind of just random places every day where I feel like they should go. I just feel like they look really cute and make your makeup look less full makeup-y and make them look a little bit more natural. And then the last step of my makeup is to add the P. Louise lip glosses over, because these are just the best thing ever, and they just add to literally any makeup look. And that is the finished makeup look all done. So this is like my day-to-day makeup, but I am going to work, so it's a little bit more full. Like the lashes I wouldn't do every day, I normally just wear mascara, but like say if I'm going to work, I've got a Wicked themed birthday party, so I need to look presentable. But yeah, this is my everyday makeup routine. Like I said, it's probably the most relatable one that you could find on this platform, and you could definitely recreate it under like £50. Like, I'm not gonna lie, my makeup is not expensive, but it does the job and I love it. So that is my makeup and my makeup routine, and the story of how I got engaged. The engagement party planning is now in full swing, and it is now my full personality. So if you ever see me, I will be talking about my engagement, my dress, everything to do with the party, because it is taking up my whole life. But if you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching, and please like, comment and subscribe. Also leave any other video ideas that you want in the comments. I kind of like these sit down chat ones. Normally I do vlogs, but this is like my first sit down chat video with makeup. And as we can all tell, I can talk for England, so I don't mind talking to literally this camera for about 4 hours. Not going to do that because I'm not going to put you through that, but yeah, hope you love this video. I'll see you in the next one.